Magandang araw. Ako nga pala si Ginoong Rolando M. Valdez Jr. at ang mag-uulat tungkol sa pag-aaral na gumamit ng Convergence Parallel Method. Ang aking iuulat na pag-aaral sa inyo ngayong araw na ito ay napapatungkol sa A Convergent Parallel Study on the Relationship between Metacognition Skills and Language Awareness among Teachers, Education Students na pag-aaral po ni Brian Lee E. Alpos at ni Jandy D. Dagaas, PhD. Ngayon, dito sa pag-aaral pong ito ay ating aalamin or ang atin pong hihimayin kung paano niya po ginamit ang convergent parallel method sa kanya pong pag-aaral. Ang ginamit po na metodolohiya sa pag-aaral na ito po ay ang MEX method designed using po a convergent parallel approach wherein po the quantitative and the qualitative data were collected po simultaneously. So these mixed methods po research integrates in multiple forms of data collection and analyze to provide a more comprehensive understanding of complex social phenomena ayon po kay Johnson et al. 2017. Ngayon po ay ating aalamin kung bakit nga ba ang mga researcher ay gumamit po ng ganitong method na ang kanila pong ginamit ay convergent parallel method sa kanila pong pag-aaral. So sinasabi po sa kanila pong pag-aaral, by using this approach, the study ensured that the results from each method can complement and confirm one another, leading to deeper insights that can inform curriculum development and instructional practices aimed at enhancing metacognitive skills and language among teacher education students. Ngayon, bago natin aalamin kung paano nga ba ginamit ng mga mananaliksik ang method po na convergent parallel method, ay alamin muna natin kung ano nga ba yung layunin nila sa kanila pong pag-aaral. Number one, what is the level of teacher education students' metacognitive skills, specifically in terms of awareness, planning, and self-checking in relation to their language awareness? Two, is there a significant relationship between the dimension of metacognitive skills and language awareness among teacher education students? 3. What real-life experiences and strategies do teacher education students employ that reflect how awareness planning and self-checking influence their language awareness? 4. How do teacher education students perceive the impact of each metacognitive skills dimension on their development of language awareness? And 5. How consistent are the findings between the quantitative and qualitative data regarding the relationship between metacognitive skills and language awareness? Ngayon, titignan naman natin kung sino-sino yung mga naging respondents ng pag-aaral na ito. So, ang mananaliksik po ay kumuha teacher education students na mula po sa lokal na kolehiyo noong second semester school year 2024-2025. So, ang total po ng respondents sa quantitative phase po is 284 students. So, 92 po dyan is major in English, 67 is major in Filipino, 51 is major in Math, 74 is major in Generalist or BEd. Sa qualitative phase naman po, ang mga mananaliksik ay kumuha ng 7 participants for in-depth interview po at another 7 naman po for focus group discussion. So, ang lahat po ng respondents dito sa qualitative is mula pa rin po sa lokal na kolehiyo ng teacher education na nagmi-major po ng English, Filipino, Math at Generalist. So, ito po yung mga kalahok or participants po sa pag-aaral na ito. Ngayon, tignan naman natin kung ano yung instrumento na ginamit po sa pag-aaral nito. Sa quantitative phase po, gumamit po siya ng stratified random sampling. Then, the population was first divided into 4 distinct strata based on the student's program and major. Sa English po, 92 yung nakuha, Filipino is 67, Math is 51, and elementary education or general is 74. Ngayon naman po sa qualitative, gumamit po siya or the researcher po was develop a semi-structured interview guide compressing both the main question and follow-up prompts. Now, in data analysis po, sa quantitative base, ang mga mananaliksik po ay gumamit po ng descriptive statistics, specifically po the mean and person R correlation. In the study po kasi, the mean was used to determine the level of the variables, while the person R was used to identify its significant relationships. So these tools were used to answer this toughest question of. Habang naman sa qualitative po, ang mga mananaliksik ay gumamit ng coding and thematic analysis to examine the gathered and organized data. In addition po, about the data presentation, the results were divided into categories which separately highlights the same feedbacks coming from different participants. So this process reflects the process of having a thematic. Okay, ngayon po ay titignan natin yung resulta ng pag-aaral na ito. So sa question number 1 is, yung question number 1 is the level of the teacher education students sa kanila pang metacognitive skills. So the study revealed that the overall level of metacognitive skills of the students is 3.60 with a descriptive equivalent as high. This means po that the metacognitive skills of the students is oftentimes manifested. Meanwhile, for all the indicators, awareness obtained a main score of 3.71, described as high, which means that it is oftentimes manifested by the students. For cognitive strategies, it obtained a main score of 3.59, described as high, which means that it is oftentimes manifested by the students. For planning, it obtained an overall mean of 3.23, described as moderate, which means that it is sometimes manifested by the students. And for self-checking, it obtained an overall mean of 3.90, described as high, which means that it is oftentimes manifested by the students. So kung makikita po natin sa table 1, nandiyan po yung resulta ng pag-aaral tungkol po sa level of metacognitive skills ng teacher education students. At narito rin po yung isa pa pong or kadugtong ng table 1 tungkol po sa naging resulta sa level of metacognitive skills ng teacher education student. Ngayon, tignan naman natin yung level of language awareness o resulta po ng language awareness or yung level po ng language awareness ng teacher education students. So the studies revealed po that the overall level of the language awareness of the students is 3.99 with a descriptive equivalent as high. This means po that the language awareness of the students is oftentimes manifested. Meanwhile, for all the indicators, affective domain obtained a main score of 4.5, described as high, which means that it is oftentimes manifested by the students. For social domain, it obtained a main score of 4.50, described as high, which means that it is oftentimes manifested by the students. For power domain, it obtained a main score of 3.94, described as high, which means that it is oftentimes manifested by the students. For cognitive domain, it obtained a main score of 4.0, described as high, which means that it is oftentimes manifested by the students. Lastly, for performance domains, it obtained a main score of 3.99, described as high, which means that it is oftentimes manifested by the students. So, yan po yung naging kinalabasan o resulta po ng pag-aaral mula doon sa level of language awareness ng mga students na teacher education program. Ngayon, narito po yung table po na nagpapakita ng resulta sa level of language awareness of teacher education students na makikita po natin dyan yung indicators at yung main and yung description. Ang karugtong po ng table 2 ng pag-aaral na ito. At narito po yung pinakahuling karugtong ng Table 2 para sa pag-aaral ng level of language awareness of the teacher education students. Now, dadako naman tayo sa question number 2 ng pag-aaral na ito kung meron bang significance relationship between the metacognitive skills and language awareness. So, presented in the table 3, the result of the significant relationship between metacognitive skills, doing an in-depth analysis of the table, the total mean of 3.60 in metacognitive skills and 3.99 in language awareness shows a high positive correlation between variables with a total of 0.118 R value, which means there is a 50% in the variation of metacognitive skills that affect the language awareness of English major students, while the remaining 50% is the variation not covered in the study. In addition, results also showed that the p-value of both variable is 0.046, that is less than 0.05 level of significance, which means that there is a significant relationship between language exposure and language competence. Hence, this indicated that the null hypothesis, which was tested at 0.05 alpha levels, was being rejected. So, to which the statement that there is no significant relationship between metacognitive skills and language awareness among teacher education students in Kapalong College of Agriculture, Science, and Technology, to which this implied that there is a significant relation between the two variables, which are the metacognitive skills and language awareness, which was being given evidence according to the result. If the metacognitive skills are good and efficient, then the language awareness will be similarly good and efficient, since the independent variable is of a great factor that contributes to the dependent variables. Now, dadako naman tayo sa question number 3 or resulta po ng pag-aaral sa question number 3 or the live experience of teacher education students with regards to metacognitive skills and language awareness. So, um, ang essential themes po na nabuo dito ay mula po doon sa in-depth interview at focus group discussion na kinandak po sa participants regarding to the research question. Now, nandito po tayo sa table kung saan makikita po natin yung resulta ng in-depth interview o at ng focus group discussion na kung saan makikita po natin dito yung issues proved, which is number 1, effect of goal setting, metacognitive strategies, and self-assessment on students' motivation, learning, persistence, and academic improvement. So, diyan pa makikita natin yung core ideas or yung mga sagot ng mga participants po sa pag-aaral nito. So mula po dyan sa core ideas, kinode po yan or kinategorize ng mananaliksik. So mayroon po siyang apat na nakuha na code. First is the role of goal setting and sustaining motivation. Second is the structured learning and future-oriented motivation. Third is the self-awareness strategies to learn more effectively. 4 is personalized learning strategies for effective language development. And last is the role of reflection and self-assessment in continuous learning. So, meron pala siyang 5 categories na nabuo mula doon sa mga sagot ng kanyang participants at nakabuo siya ng isang essential theme or tema sa mga code na ito na enhancing learning and motivation through goal setting, metacognition, and reflection, at ang sumusuportang teorya dito ay sa self-regulated self-regulated learning theory of Barry Zimmerman. Next po na issue proof is the building support and a positive mindset for academic success. And then makikita po natin sa second na row is yung mga core ideas or mga sagot ng mga participants sa kanya pong pag-aaral at nakabuo from these core ideas po nakabuo siya ng category or ng code. First is the impact of social learning in peer support on academic engagement. Second is balancing learning and well-being through mindset uh, breaks and positive coping strategies. Third is utilizing diverse learning resources for language acquisition. And fourth is embracing mistakes as an agent for growth. So based on this code or categories, ang mananaliksik ay nakagawa ng isang tema na kung saan ito po ay ang seeking social support and mindset for academic success and well-being. At sinusuportahan po ito ng teorya ng mindset theory of Carol Dweck. Now, dako po tayo sa ikatlong issues probe ng pag-aaral na ito doon po sa level of or the live experience of the teacher education student. So this is the effect of confidence building strategies on language proficiency, emotional well-being, and overcoming anxiety through motivation, social interaction, and feedback. So here are the core ideas of the response of the respondents, and based on these core ideas, the researcher made a code or categorization, which is first a cultivating a growth mindset for language learning success, and second developing confidence and future oriented motivation in language learning. So based on this code or categorization, the researcher developed a team which is developing confidence in language use based on the social cognitive theory of Albert Bandura. So ito po yung mga naging kalabasan or kinalabasan po ng pag-aaral mula po sa live experience ng mga teacher education students from the selected local college. Ngayon, dadako naman tayo sa ikaapat na question po ng pag-aaral na ito, which is nandito po yung naging resulta sa ikaapat na question, which is the insight of shared of teacher education students with regards to metacognitive skills and language awareness. So based on the table 4.2 po, there are the responses of the participants about their insights in metacognitive skills and language awareness. So there are four essential themes which are drawn out from the in-depth and focused group discussion of the participants for the second question. The essential themes consisted of codes based on the issues being probed, which are summarized in the table. So nandito po yung unang issues probe, which is the effect of metacognitive strategies on language learning efficiency, confidence, and emotional well-being through goal setting, self-assessment, and strategic thinking. So as we can see, nandito din po yung core ideas na makikita po natin na mula doon sa response ng ating mga respondents. Then based on these core ideas, ang mananaliksik ay nakabuo po ng categories. First, the role of metacognitive strategies in language learning. Second, goal setting and reflective thinking for deeper learning. And third, self-assessment and goal setting for motivated learning, which lead to essential theme na empowering learning through goal setting, self-assessment, and metacognitive strategies based on the theory of metacognition theory of Labelle. Now, dako tayo sa ikalawang issues proof, which is the challenges in sustaining metacognitive engagement and confidence in learning. So here are the core ideas of the response. Then, based on these core ideas, ang mananaliksik ay nakabuo ng categories. First, challenges in maintaining metacognitive discipline and awareness. Second, balancing cognitive load and overcoming self-doubt and learning. Third is sustaining motivation and confidence through purpose-driven learning. So based on these categories or code, yung mga mananaliksik ay nakabuo po ng isang essential theme na cultivating growth and confidence through metacognition, motivation, and reflective learning based on the metacognitive theory of scroll and Moshments. Now, nandito po yung ikatlo pong issues group na strengthening language learning through reflection, self-assessment, and peer collaboration. So here are the core ideas of the response. Then based on the core ideas, the researcher made a code or category which first enhancing language learning through reflection and self-assessment. Second is enhancing understanding and confidence through adapted learning strategies. Third, the role of peer collaboration in learning and emotional well-being. And fourth is enhancing learning through peer collaboration and strategy sharing. So based on this code and or category, yung mga mananaliksik ay nakabuo ng essential theme na fostering language growth and confidence through reflection, self-assessment, and peer collaboration. So, based po yan sa theory ng self-regulative learning theory of Barry Zimmerman. So, yan po yung mga issues proved mula po doon sa question number 4 natin or yung resulta po ng pag-aaral ng mga mananaliksik sa question number 4. At ngayon ay dadako tayo sa pinakahuling katanungan sa pag-aaral na ito na how consistent are the findings between the quantitative and qualitative data regarding the relationship between metacognitive skills and language awareness. So, as we can see here in the table 6, the joint display of salient quantitative and qualitative findings. So, aspect for or the focal point is one is the metacognitive skills of teachers education students. So from quantitative findings on the table 2, the indicator awareness with an overall mean of 3.71 specifically, and the item number 2 recognizing the need of planning my line of action. For qualitative findings on the table 4.1 category of as using self-awareness strategies to learn more effectively in the core idea, knowing learning styles, and the use of summarizing, paraphrasing, and visualization to improve comprehension and retention. And for the nature of data integration on is the merging, converging. So for anthological implication, the high awareness of the need for planning indicates that teacher education students underscore the importance of strategic learning and fostering metacognitive and reflective practices. So this is a further demonstration through the use of self-awareness strategies such as summarizing, paraphrasing, and on the table 2, the indicator cognitive strategies with an overall average mean of 3.59 specifically in the item number 3, thinking through the meaning of the test questions before beginning to answer them. On the table 4.1, category of enhancing learning through peer collaboration and strategy sharing specifically in the core idea 2, pausing and monitor understanding to avoid overlooking comprehension during tests. So this is merging converging. So the high rating of cognitive strategies specifically and thoughtfully interpreting test questions before answer indicates that teacher education students underscore the importance of careful and reflective thinking ensuring task comprehension. So this aligns with qualitative insights emphasizing peer collaboration and pausing to monitor understanding, highlighting a strong commitment to deliberate collaborative and reflective learning. On the table 2, the indicator self-checking with overall average mean of 3.90 specifically in the item number 1, checking my work while I was doing it. And for the qualitative on the table 4.1 category of self-assessment and goal setting for motivated learning specifically in the core idea 1 using self-assessment to identify strengths and weakness for continuous growth. This is emerging converging, so the high rating for self-checking specifically especially in monitoring work during tests indicates that teacher education students underscore the importance of ongoing self-assessment in supporting continuous growth. This aligns with qualitative findings and using self-assessment to identify strengths and weaknesses, highlighting a strong commitment to motivated, reflective, and self-directed learning. On the table 2, the indicator effective domain with an overall average mean of 4.5 specifically in the item number 1, learning the English language better when I find it valuable to my students on qualitative on the table 4.1 category of sustaining motivation and confidence through purpose-driven learning specifically in the core idea 1 using metacognitive strategies to support self-directed learning, cultural immersion, and motivation. So this is merging convergence. So the high rating for the affective domain, particularly valuing English learning as relevant to their studies, reflects teacher education students' strong motivation and confidence. So this aligns with the qualitative findings on sustaining motivation and confidence through metacognitive strategies that support self-directed learning and cultural immersion. So the convergence of finding highlights a commitment to purposeful. Now let's go to the language awareness of teacher education students on the table 2 for quantitative, then the indicator social domain with an overall average mean of 4.05 specifically in the item number 1 determining what form of language to use in different contexts or setting. In qualitative, on the table 4.1 category of enhancing language learning through reflection and self-assessment specifically in the core ID 1 using self-assessment to boost language awareness and identify improvement areas. So this is merging converging. So the high rating for the social domain, particularly in choosing the appropriate form of language for different contexts, reflects teacher education students' sensitivity to effective communication. This aligns with qualitative findings and using self-assessment to enhance language awareness and identify areas for improvement. The convergence of finding highlights a commitment to reflective and context-aware language learning. So this as well is the salient for the quantitative and qualitative for the language awareness of teacher education students. And this as well is the result for the quantitative or qualitative for merging converging, and this is also and this also for the merging converging for the qualitative and quantitative studies of the learning awareness of students in teacher education. So now let's go to the conclusion of these studies. So based on the findings of the study, the following conclusion were drawn. First, the study reveals that teacher education students demonstrate high levels of both metacognitive skills and language awareness. The overall mean score of metacognitive skills was 3.60, described as high, while 3.99 for language awareness, which is also described as high. This means that both variables were often manifested by the students. These findings suggest that metacognitive skills positively influence language awareness as students use reflective and strategic thinking to enhance their consistent use of metacognitive skills and high language awareness among teacher education students. Second, the findings reveal that there is a significant relation between the metacognitive skills and language awareness since the p-value is less than 0.05 level of significance, which led to rejection of the null hypothesis. So this means that when students employed various strategies including memory and cognition, they opted to be more aware of the language that they are using and saying. Hence, there is an active creation of thoughts and ideas as used by the students. So third, the thematic analysis of the qualitative data derived from in-depth interview and focus group discussion provided valuable insights into the lived experience and coping mechanism of teacher education students. Specifically, it explored how metacognitive skills and enhanced their language awareness. The analysis revealed several key themes, including enhancing learning and motivation through goal setting, metacognition, reflection, seeking social support and mindset for academic success and well-being, using different learning resources, embracing mistakes as part of the learning and developing confidence in language use. And lastly, the comprehensively assess the impact of metacognitive skills on the language awareness of teacher education students. The response were analyzed thematically to validate the qualitative findings of the study. The results from both phases were integrated according to the planned approach. The quantitative results provide insights into the levels of metacognitive skills and language awareness among participants, which were the cross-reference with the qualitative data. Both sets of findings converge, confirming that metacognitive strategies significantly influence the development of language awareness across various dimensions. So this convergence highlights the enhancement of student abilities to reflect on their learning process, engage in meaningful language use, and apply their language awareness effectively in diverse academic and community contexts. So, yun po yung conclusion sa pag-aaral po na ito at um, na muli nawa po'y meron kayong nakuha tungkol sa pag-imply or pag-apply po or paggamit ng convergent parallel method sa pag-aaral na ito. So, narito po ang sanggunian. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pakikinig.